I just want to start by recognizing Chuck Sullivan. Obviously, the American Conference lost someone really special, a great man, and just seeing him all the time at the media days or head coaches meeting or whatnot. He just thoughts to him, his family, prayers for his family and friends, and Chuck Sullivan, just a great man in the American Conference, and just sad to lose him. Real challenge for us going to play a really good Wilmington basketball team, a team that has championship DNA, a team that has a winning tradition. So we know what kind of great challenge this presents for our ball club going there tomorrow night.
When you look at the health of your team right now, what can you tell us as far as is everybody ready to go? You got guys back, you got guys still trying to get ready?
I wish I could tell you everybody was ready to go, Brian. I do. It's just part of it. Unfortunately, we've had our ball club fully healthy together one game, and we were pretty darn good in a scrimmage on both sides of the basketball in terms of. But unfortunately, that's just what athletics is, and we're down guys. Jordan's back. Obviously, we didn't have him the other night. Jay is still dealing with what he's been dealing with, and Trevi LeBeau won't be with us this season. He had a season-ending surgery, and he'll get a medical red shirt, so we won't have him, and we already knew what was with the other couple guys from earlier in the season. So just part of it. We're banged up, and we have a couple guys out, and that's just we have to make the adjustment, next man up.
Coach, you go into a very hostile environment this Tuesday night. Does that give you a little extra energy coming off the bus? Because, let's be honest, what makes college basketball great is the fans and the atmosphere.
Yeah, I've said this many times. Our first trip to Wilmington that first season was as good of an atmosphere as we've seen on the road, and it's a credit to them and their program and their fans, and just in terms of the atmosphere that they provide. And Wilmington has always done that. Again, we talk about this is a winning basketball team, a winning basketball program with a great tradition, and their fans do a great job there. I've seen their games that they've had prior already. Their last game versus South Carolina Upstate. It was electric in there. So we know that's going to be the environment, but I think, as you said, I think that's what all college basketball players and anybody that's in it loves, these kind of games, in-state game, rivalry game, great fan base. We know it's going to be that kind of atmosphere in there, and our guys are, they know what we're stepping into. It's not going to be easy.
Talk about the difference in what would have been a monumental upset the other night and a close win. Because it's razor thin, but it means a whole lot to get that W. Any way you get the W, you got to get it.
Yeah, of course. Look, Brian, right now we're 7-1 in one possession games over the last two seasons, and whether it is in a non-conference game like that, or big non-conference wins we had last year, or American Conference games that we had at home or on the road. We're 7-1 in one possession games. That's something that this team takes pride in, at least knowing how to execute down the stretch. And I think the deal with that game, more than who we were playing, is who we had on the floor. We were really without any seniors outside of Gio and Majuru, who's in her first year with the program. No Jordan, no Trevi, and Jay gutted it out and gave everything he could for this team to be on the floor on basically one leg to help us pull that game out. So I don't frankly look at it as who we're playing. I look at it as experience for Tybo Bailey, Patty D'Arcy, Isaiah Mbang, Corey Calker. Those guys, Eli Delorier, being on the court for the first time in late possession games and found a way to do it. We have so many ways we have to be better, without a doubt. And turnovers were number one. But finding a way to win a game and be on the court in big possessions late game is critical for guys that haven't been there before.
Hodges from Wilmington averaged about 18, 19 points a game. Just what do you see from him on film?
He's a dynamic player. He's as good of a player as we've seen going in to so far this season. And, he's an all-conference player in that league. And honestly, he's an all-conference player in most leagues. He's got great size. He can shoot the basketball. He can handle the basketball. He rebounds the basketball. He plays tough on defense. And they got multiple guys like that. But Hodge is a really talented, good basketball player.
Coach, the turnovers from the guards last game, just, too many of them. Just what do you kind of say to those guys going in, this hostile environment?
Can't turn it over like that again. You go in there and turn it over 20 times like that, and you have that kind of turnovers, you got no shot. And we know that. And a lot of the turnovers that we had were self-inflicted. A lot of them, you give Elizabeth City credit in terms of getting their hands on basketballs. But you can't go, and I don't care if it's at home, I don't care if it's on the road, I don't care who the opponent is. You can't turn it over 20 times and your guards really 15 of them came on the guards. And so we have to be better. We've worked on it. The guys know it. I mean, there was not one guy that didn't realize that that was our biggest issue the other night, was turnovers. And again, a lot of time they were self-inflicted, and those are the ones we got to fix.
Coach,
Go ahead.
coming into the season, you advertised that the front court was going to take leaps and bounds better. Gio's been amazing. Reed Cason's probably taken 2 to 3 steps forward, and Eli's been one hell of a rebounder. Can you just talk about the progression of this front court into the season?
Well, that was definitely something, as you know, that we really wanted. It was intentional. We needed to get bigger. We needed to get more production on the front court in terms of scoring, rebounding, just overall gravity of our team on offense, where hopefully it could collapse the defense some to allow other guys to do it. Now, we're obviously not shooting the ball well yet. We struggled with turnovers, but we're going to continue down that path. We have to. We're a paint basketball team. We got to get the ball inside. We got to play through those guys, and our guards will get more and more adept to being successful in their roles. It just hasn't maybe quite shown yet, but you know what? Tybo Bailey was pretty good the other night. Corey Calker, I've seen him do what he does. I've seen Isaiah do what he does. I look back to that Georgia Southern game. I see there's flashes of where we need from our guard play. And once we get everybody on the court at the same time, you know, Jordan in his 2 games he's played has been really good for us. So it's just putting that thing together. But there's no doubt, to your point, that we sought after more production from our bigs, and they've delivered so far.
This is probably the last time we see you before the trip down to Fort Myers. And I know you don't want to go specifically, but what's it mean for the program to play on Thanksgiving and get a chance to do that?
Well, as you said, Brian, there's just one thing that we're worried about right now, and it's practice today and an extremely good ball club in UNC Wilmington and a difficult game tomorrow night. Looking ahead, when you talk about the tournament, I just think it's exciting for our guys to be playing in a national event. It's Fox Sports' premier tournament, holiday tournament, and to be out there during Thanksgiving and to be on national TV 2 games in a row and to be playing the quality opponents that we'll be playing while we're out there, I think it just says something about this basketball program and these guys.